All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're talking Chicago Bears. I just read an article, and the headliner was, will the Chicago Bears have the best wide receiver trio by the end of this season? And I'm thinking to myself, yes. And I don't even think it's going to be close, folks. The Chicago Bears, on paper as it stands right now, a new addition, new franchise quarterback, Caleb Williams, pick number 1 overall in this year's draft. As Cole Kmet stated a few days ago, the infrastructure is in place. Caleb Williams has everything surrounding him. DJ Moore coming off a career season where the statistics were just not even funny, cementing himself fully as a wide receiver 1 in the National Football League, fully cementing himself as a star wide receiver in the NFL. And then you trade for Keenan Allen. He gave up pretty much nothing. We always say, yeah, stale bag of chips. It was half opened. Keenan Allen for free. You got Keenan Allen for free. And then you draft at pick number 9, Rome Odunze. And if he's what people think he's going to be, and we're talking like, anywhere between 600 and 800 receiving yards in his rookie season, the Chicago Bears undoubtedly will have not only the best wide receiver trio in the National Football League, they'll probably have one of the best offenses in the National Football League. And then we're going to pair that up with a top 10 defense after the Montez Sweat acquisition at the deadline last year. And you're looking at probably a 10-win Chicago Bear team. And this is year 1 of Caleb Williams. So welcome back to the channel. Obviously, we're talking Chicago Bears in today's video. If you guys enjoy it, hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily Bears content. If you try and get this video to 100 likes, that would mean the absolute world to me. I'm just running through this roster on paper here. DJ Moore, Odunze, Keenan Allen, Braxton Jones, Tevin Jenkins, Ryan Bates, Nate Davis, Darnell Wright, Cole Kmet, Gerald Everett, Caleb Williams, DeAndre Swift, Khalil Herbert, Rashawn Johnson. It's just got everything. And then you bring in Shane Waldron from the Seattle Seahawks as your new offensive coordinator. And I'm just thinking to myself, folks, the Bears terrify me. As a Green Bay Packers fan, the Chicago Bears are absolutely terrifying. And I'm glad that now the narrative and the discourse around Caleb has changed. We go back a couple of months ago when everyone was saying, just keep Justin Fields, trade back a little bit, get another crazy haul, another crazy package, and just run it back another season with Justin Fields. Justin Fields eventually gets traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and people start turning on the film. They start turning on the tape for Caleb Williams and what he did, not only this past year, but 2 years ago when he won Heisman in his first year at USC. And it's just crazy. I mean, this dude can do a little bit of everything. You just got your Patrick Mahomes. You just got your Josh Allen. You just got your Joe Burrow. And that alone should terrify everybody, especially anybody in the NFC North. The only thing Packers fan like myself, the only thing we can hold on to is that the Chicago Bears, have just yet to develop truly or fully a franchise QB. That's the only little bit of hope that we can hang on to, thinking, why isn't Chicago about to rout the NFC North for years to come? The Detroit Lions are good. The Green Bay Packers are good. The Minnesota Vikings got their guy, JJ McCarthy. The NFC North is back. We're back, folks. And just the thought of Caleb Williams on the Chicago Bears for the foreseeable future is terrifying. But yeah, Keenan Allen, Odunze, DJ Moore, that is clearly and by far, and it's to me the best wide receiver trio in the NFL. It won't be because Rome's a rookie, and until he steps out onto the field and until people fully grasp and understand what exactly just happened a few weeks ago at the NFL draft, they're going to just kind of fly under the radar, because it's like, yeah, he's a rookie. He's never technically touched field on the NFL. So I get it. He hasn't played a snap in the NFL. So we'll wait and see. But yeah. And then just real quick on the DeAndre Swift, I just saw like a headliner why DeAndre Swift was one of the most underrated moves all offseason. This is something we've been trying to preach on this channel for so long. If you take Justin Fields' rushing statistics out of the equation from last year, and we go with Dante Foreman, Khalil Herbert, and Rashawn Johnson, the Chicago Bears were ranked like 21st or 22nd in total rushing per game with those three outside of Justin Fields. So they needed more. They needed a big time play guy. They need somebody with dual threat ability who can receive, he can run the ball. He's coming off a 1,000-yard season. DeAndre Swift, a couple of years ago when he was drafted by the Detroit Lions, was heavily touted. And it's for a good reason. He's athletic. He's a freak. He's a playmaker. He can do a little bit of everything. And now he's a freaking Chicago Bear. So, yeah, that offense is absolutely loaded. Moving on to defense, the only real concerns I have, and they're not even real concerns, are defensive edges. But you have Montez Sweat, and Montez Sweat should be enough paired up with Demarcus Walker and Austin Booker, new addition from Kansas. And then like safety depth, Jaquan Brisker gets injured. I don't feel great about Kevin Byard and Jonathan Owens. Like, more so if Jaquan Brisker's banged up and Kevin Byard or Jonathan Owens is banged up, and then you got to lean onto Elijah Hicks for a long term. So it's kind of worst case scenario. You get the drift here. I don't really have many holes. I don't really have many flaws with the Chicago Bears defense. I think people will understand, Bears fans obviously do. I think people will finally start to grasp what Chicago did this time last year when they picked up two dudes named TJ Edwards and Tremaine Edmonds. Two of the sneakiest slept on linebackers in the National Football League, and it's just because they played for the Chicago Bears this past season. 1 year ago, those were two huge moves. They paid some money, right? You trade away Roquan, and people were freaking out. And then this season goes by, they both rack up over 200 combined tackles, and it's like, oh yeah, that was clearly the better move. As good as Roquan is, and as good as he was for the Chicago Bears, TJ Edwards and Tremaine Edmonds, they're holding it down for the foreseeable future at the linebacker room. And I've talked time and time again on this channel about why I love the secondary. I mean, I absolutely love the secondary. I'm so glad the Chicago Bears re-signed Jalen Johnson. That was huge. He's a rising star cornerback in the National Football League. Jaquan Brisker, sneaky great season last year in his second year in the NFL. And then they picked up Kevin Byard, like in the tampering period or whatever it's called, in free agency, like the first day. And that move also is flying under the radar, just gives this young defensive back group, this young secondary, a veteran voice, communication. It's not going to be an issue. I love the move of Kevin Byard. And unfortunately, I also love the move of Jonathan Owens from my Green Bay Packers. Tyreek Stevenson, even though he did make rookie mistakes because he was a freaking rookie last year, the dude's a ball hawk. The dude's a playmaker. He's an absolute stud. Then you've got Kyler Gordon, who's flying under the radar as well. And I like Terrell Smith even getting a little bit deeper into that secondary. So, I'm looking at this Bears team, and defensively, I have zero concerns because I saw what Matt Eberflus did with them once he took over the DC reins and once he took over the defense, and they traded for Montez Sweat, and they were one of the best defenses in the NFL in the second half. And they finally got their quarterback, and they trade for Keenan Allen, and they pick up DeAndre Swift, and Darnell Wright had a great rookie season at right tackle. They've got a great group of tackles. The Chicago Bears, point is, they're terrifying. They terrify me. So let me know what you guys are thinking. As always, hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. But Bears fans especially, but everybody, give me a win-loss projection on the Chicago Bears on paper as it stands right now. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you soon.